Hey guys, it's Cole, and welcome to my condensed summary of the Letter from the Producer Live Part 78, which is going to be covering patch 6.5 content, which is going to be coming up soon. If you want to hear about all the details of the next expansion, 7.0 Dawn Trail, I'll have my summary video in the description and pinned comment below. The patch name is Growing Light and will be split into 3 parts, which will have the first part launched in early October. Patch 6.5 will also be split into 2 additional parts. The patch times will be correlating strongly with the FANFEST dates. North American FanFest that we're currently in right now is going to be followed by Part 1. EU FanFest is going to be followed by 6.51, and then Japanese FanFest to correlate with 6.55, which is going to be launched in January. As is expected from mainland patch, 6.5 is going to be bringing more MSQ, where they showed us getting back to the first, which is super exciting for me. I love Shadowbringers content so much, so seeing that is very exciting. And then we're also going to be getting a new dungeon named the Lunar Subterrane. We're going to be getting a new trial called the Abyssal Fracture, in which we're going to be fighting against Zeramis. We're going to be getting a new Unreal trial, which is going to be THORDAN, which is actually fantastic because I feel like this may have been one of our best trials ever added to the game, right alongside Seed of Sacrifice. That is like right up there for me. I'm actually pretty happy to see this. We're going to be getting the 3rd installment to the Alliance Raid series named Thalea. They did show a few screenshots here, but they didn't get into too much details here. We're going to be getting our 3rd set of variant and Criterion dungeons named Sorry, this is really hard for me to pronounce some of these names, guys. I'm trying. And this is going to come with standard 3 difficulty levels. This dungeon is completely independent from the other 2, with the NPC Matsuya leading it. So if you're worried, do I need to do the Sildane Subterrane, or do I need to be doing the current one? No, you don't. This is going to be completely independent unlock. For me personally, fingers super duper crossing that they are going to be getting the reward structure out, but I do think that the content itself is really well done, guys. Like, I'm actually genuinely impressed. Like, the last one's like environment alone was amazing, but like the mechanics in there is cool. Anyhow, I'm gonna move on. 6.5 is gonna also be bringing some balance changes for both PvE and PvP. These are going to be, for the PvE side, more adjustments given that 7.0 is coming. Say DPS feels a little weak, they're going to be doing minor tweaks to that in PvE. I wonder if they're kind of looking or thinking about Red Mage when they say that, for a little bit of a damage buff. They didn't say, but that's kind of where my mind is going to with this. PvP Series 5 is going to begin in 6.5, but seasons are going to be a little different. So Season 8 is going to be running from patch 6.48, which we're obviously going to be over in August 8th, and then it's going to continue until patch 6.51, which we know is going to be coming sometime in October. So European Crystalline conflict events are going to be going on during the EU FanFest, so they didn't really want to do a rug pull on the player base there and say, haha, here's sudden balance changes, and so that's really the big inspiration that they cited for that. Crystalline conflict is going to be getting a set of UI and systems updates, but they didn't have screenshots of that in particular to show, but they did show screenshots of the new map, the Red Sands, which is going to be pretty exciting. Island Sanctuary is getting a ton of additions, including ranks, visions, gathering area, crafting items, crops, animals, handicrafts, and structures. And we're going to show a screenshot of the structure, which I think is phenomenal looking. It is so out there. I love it. And we are also looking at being able to capture a brand new, I don't want to say animal, which they joked about a lot during the FanFest, but a brand new plant, which I think is pretty amazing. And am I allowed to have a farm of them, or is that like dangerous? I don't know. They're going to be adding a brand new system as well to Island Sanctuary, which will be unlocked with patch 6.5 content being completed. This is going to give you an individualized request for handicraft production, which when completed will give you a new special type of currency, a brand new token, which you can exchange for unique rewards. I think that's nice, actually. So we're all getting like custom requests. So no screenshots really of the rewards shown yet, but I am having high hopes. I really do like the glamour sets from Island Sanctuary. That's no BS. I think that they are so unique, so kind of hyped poggers for that, for real. The next thing that they're doing is they are adding the Fall Guys events to the Gold Saucer, which I'm actually surprisingly genuinely excited for. Like, I never actually burned myself out on that game, and I had a lot of fun playing it, and it is really an amazing game when you see a bunch of friends like playing it and just being memey. That was actually probably some of my favorite Twitch streams. I know that it's been quite some time since then, but like that was probably my favorite meta, that and Among Us, so I'm genuinely excited to try this out. My question is, when are they going to be adding Among Us? Guys, I see the potential there. When? That'd be so amazing. That'd be hilarious. Among Us is just one of the dumbest and most amazing games. I know it's been years since that Twitch meta, but like, I actually really loved it. I think that was the last time that I actually fucking enjoyed watching Twitch. Ugh. With 6.5, we are getting the capstone to all of the tribal quests to tie together the Loporrits and the other tribes together. They didn't show the reward, but if the pass is anything to go off of, the reward is probably going to be something super cool looking. They're going to be adding even more Tataru's Grand Endeavour quests, which I do need to catch up on, and more Hildebrand quests, which is going to come in patch 6.55. And alongside the Hildebrand quests, 1500 Tombstone Step. I mean, Relic. Guys, I hate it. I really miss Boja and Eureka. Can I make that any more loud? I know this is a summary video, but oh my god. Not 1500 tomestones again. No, no, no. I miss Stormblood and Shadowbringers, Boja and Eureka so much, guys. Yeah, that's going to be coming in 6.55. Moving on from my sadness. 6.51, not 5.5. They said 5.1. I mean 6.51, and that is going to bring more Splendorous tools for crafters. They're also expanding duty support for Stormblood content across the Drowned City of Scala, Burn, the Gimlet Dark, which are all iconic dungeons. I really love them, which is going to mean players can now play through all of the dungeons all the way to Endwalker, and obviously through Endwalker because we have the trust system, which is great for players that want a more solo experience, so hopefully bringing in a lot more people who are going to enjoy the game. We're going to be getting new custom deliveries for the workaholic lady who needed a vacation, which reminds me a lot of my boyfriend, Margrat in Old Charlian. I'm pretty sure even as I'm doing this letter, he's literally at work right now. Holy shit, they literally turned him into an NPC, and now I'm doing custom deliveries, oh god. Hashtag too relatable. They're also going to be adding an Aetherial reduction function for collectibles, which will allow you to Aetherial reduce more, kind of like a bulk Aetherial reduce, which is going to be huge, to say the least, as someone who is sick of clicking. They have expanded the Armoire to allow you to store optional items, which is freaking fantastic, because my inventory is a freaking disaster if you've ever seen it. Yes, 10 retainers later, they're all full. I'm so doomed. They removed the level restrictions, item level restrictions for Do You Roulette Alliance Raid, which means no longer will we always be trapped into doing Crystal Tower. I am so sick of Crystal Tower. Objectively, time-wise, optimally, yes it is. But oh my gosh, no more Crystal Tower, please. Please, no more. Fuck, I don't know a single person who wants to do more Crystal Tower grind. And then people are like, oh, you don't like the 1500 tomestones? You must obviously want Crystal Tower. No, nobody wants Crystal Tower, thank god. The teleport menu now has the option, so you don't need it. You can choose if you want it or not, to sort the teleport options by expansions. I'm probably not going to use it because I'm so used to the icons. You're also going to be adding the final capstone mount for the 6.5 mounts, which is pretty neat. It's pretty huge, so it'll be pretty cool. I really think it has a long way to go to compete with the mechanical mecha dragon of awesomeness, but I think it's pretty cool. And then lastly, they have boosted the free trial to go all the way up to Shadowbringers. So it's not giving you Shadowbringers, but it's giving you Stormblood, so all the way up to Shadowbringers, which is freaking crazy. It's kind of wild thinking about it, actually, for real. But with that, thank you for tuning in, and if this content is something that you appreciate and you want to help support me, I would super appreciate if you considered throwing a female Hrothgar at that like button and cat daddying that subscribe button. There's a lot of people that want female Hrothgar. My goodness, I don't know how I feel about them postponing it. They're probably going to do it during EU or Japanese FanFest, so don't give up faith, but I'm kind of with you guys. I'm kind of curious to see what they did with it. Anyhow, take care.